Unison members are standing together for fair pay for HCAs. Public sector pay policy has kept NHS pay under constraint for years. Earnings Max is a union strategy to make sure members get their full entitlements under contract. This includes ensuring members are on the right pay band and submit regrading claims if their jobs have changed. So why has this become an issue? NHS financial pressures due to funding cuts by government, an increase in demand as a result of ageing population, expansion of healthcare services and advances in medical technology, not to mention nursing shortages with over 120,000 vacancies nationally, made worse by removing student bursary, the Brexit impact on EU staff recruitment, a high staff leaver rate to name a few. But also changes in the ways of working to free up medical practitioners to focus on their specialist skills. Routine work is passed down. The difference between Band 2 and Band 3, according to national role profiles, is as follows. Band 2. 1. Undertakes personal care duties for patients. 2. Supporting patients' clients with toileting, bathing, dressing and meals. 3. Records patient information, for example, fluid imbalance and nutrition. Band 3. 1. Undertakes a range of delegated clinical care duties. 2. Records patient observations and changes to patient clinical conditions. 3. Implements clinical care packages directly to patients or clients. And 4. May carry out clinical care duties, for example, venipuncture, removal of cannula, blood pressure and pulse. This chart shows the difference in pay on each band, although it does not take account of room for progression if you have less than 4 years experience and move to a higher band. The full-time Band 2 starting rate is £18,005, whereas the top of Band 3 is £21,142. That's a difference of £3,137. You may be wondering about unsocial hours enhancements. For a Band 2, weeknights and Saturdays is 43%, and for a Band 3 it's 36%. And for Sundays and public holidays for a Band 2 is 85%, and for a Band 3 is 72%. But as unsocial hours enhancements are applied as a percentage of pay, you should be no worse off overall if you move across bands. Pay and grading is set by the Agenda for Change Agreement and Job Evaluation Handbook. Somerset NHS Foundation Trust has its own policy on job evaluation and rebanding, as required by Agenda for Change. Job evaluation is an analytical process applied to measure jobs against 16 factors, for example, skills, responsibilities, effort. Points are scored using levels within each factor, then create an overall score when added together. A range of points determines grade and boundaries between jobs and grades. Band 2 and Band 3 HCA points and grades are separated by 3 key factors: knowledge, physical skills, and patient care. The local policy and procedure has been agreed with Unison representatives to enable staff to have their banding checked and apply for rebanding. This can be done when a new job is created, or if the job itself has changed over time, or if the employee considers the current match is wrong. It requires an updated job description and analysis of the key information against the 16 JE factors. Matching is the process of comparing the job description to the national role profile and deciding which fits. Local panels that make matching and JE decisions include the employer and trade union representatives. So you could take forward an individual regrading claim, but this would not be as strong or compelling. If you're challenging on your own, a manager could disagree and decide to strip away your duties, claim that they're not authorised as part of your job, and then assign them to somebody else, who's none the wiser. This might be due to local budgetary constraints and to set worker against worker. If we act together, the Trust is more likely to listen to the amount of evidence we collect and recognise the need for action, including reviewing the overall issue of skills mix on the wards. It cannot ask all healthcare assistants to desist from doing things which have become a vital part of how clinical teams function. The Trust will also have to think about a sustainable staffing and financial solution, instead of using HCA ignorance to keep costs down. We will also seek support from nurses and ward managers that you work with. They will want to recognise the value you add to the team. This is not just about ensuring you're getting the right pay for the job you do, but about gaining recognition for the skill and knowledge that you have to carry out your role. If you would like to find out more or keep up to date with our campaign, visit www.hcapay.co.uk.